Hi there guys, this is my hero deck for the April 1st Banlist and Master Rule 5. I feel as if this deck is very competitive in this format and can pump out a lot of stunning with Dark Law and Plasma, be able to shove out Malicious Bane, which just Raigekis your opponent's board. Being able to go to absolute zero and acid to completely nuke your opponent's board. This deck has a lot of power behind it, and the fact that it can go first or second, obviously stronger going second, but it can go first if it's forced to. It can pump out quite a bit of interruption for your opponent. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first off, we'll go with 3 Stratos. This is pretty obvious why we play 3. This card is basically roto for the entire deck. You can search out your Faris from your deck, which starts your combos. You can search out all the key pieces that you need. It is not once per turn, so you can do it as many times as you want, as long as you can keep summoning it. And then 3 Faris. This basically is your 1.5 card combo. This can basically make near full board all on its own, plus one other card obviously to discard to summon it. 2 increase. This is what you get off of Faris. It basically will tribute to special summon itself, and then special summon 1 level 4 lower vision hero from your deck, which will obviously be your Violin, which you do play 2 of. We play 2 because we don't want to draw into this. We want to be able to summon out from deck with increase, as he can't special summon from hand, unfortunately. This is also a very key combo piece because it grabs your polymerization from deck, which allows you to go into Sunriser to be able to go into your absolute zero. And then our unfortunate hit on this ban list was 1 Malicious Con. It doesn't kill us, it just slows us down a little bit. It makes Plasma a little harder to get to. However, it's not that much of an issue. We can still play it. It's still a good card, and we aren't going to stop playing it. 2 Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is a really good card. It can grab you your mass change from your deck. It can grab any hero from your deck to the hand. I only play 2 because I feel 3 can brick. It's not all that consistent, and as it's a hard one per turn, it doesn't really do anything for you if you draw multiple or have multiple in the deck in first turn. And then for the one-offs, Solid Soldier, Plasma, Liquid Soldier, Dusted Gold, and then Honest Neos. So, as I explained earlier, Plasma is a little harder to go into now due to Malicious going to 2. However, we can still get them out. However, we just have to draw the right hand. Liquid Soldier is nuts because you never really summon it, but when you activate second effect, be able to draw 2 and then discard 1 in chain link to other cards is just silly. But yeah, and then we play 3 Nibiru the Primal Being. You can swap this out for Ash if you feel as if this card is very good for you. It all depends down on what your locals is when this outbreak's finished. This card I feel is really good in Master Rule 5. It's gonna be pretty good. Clear opponent's board, good against Shadow, good against Rockets, all that stuff. See what happens with the rogue decks, with like cards like Zoo and Burning Abyss, because this card will nuke them as well. But yeah. Onto spell cards. We'll play 3 Emergency Call. This card is really good because it not once per turn. You can search out all your elemental heroes. You can grab your Solid Soldiers, your Stratos, your Honest Neos if you can get to it. All that. People are playing 2. I don't really understand why, because this card is really good. But yeah. Then 3 Mass Change. This card's really good. Grabs your Dark Claw, grabs Acid on your opponent's turn. You can go to Anki to be able to punch them for some damage. Yeah, it's really, really good. Mostly good best on your opponent's turn, depending on what one you're trying to go into. But yeah. 3 Mystic Mine. It should have been hit on the ban list. It should have been hit to 1 or just banned outright. This card's just not fair. But it gets its wins sometimes, and we can play under it with, and then go into Trinity to be able to punch for game. And then we play double super polymerization. You could play 3 of this if you feel as if you need to. As I said before, it's all down to what your locals is. But I feel as if 2 is fine for me because I don't really want to draw into too many. I apologize for that. 2 Lightning Storm. I would play 3. Unfortunately, I don't own the third copy. But yeah, this card is really good for breaking boards, getting rid of the back row, getting rid of any problematic monsters that are on board, like Appaloosa, stuff like that. And then for the one-offs, Polymerization, Miracle Fusion, Dark Calling, Hero Lives, Rota, and then Raigeki. Raigeki is replacing the 3rd Lightning Storm. However, you can still play it over it if you don't have the Lightning Storms. You can replace them for your Ash Blossoms, Effect Veil Impermanence, anything, evenly matched. Whichever you have, and you don't feel like paying out a stupid amount of money for just a playset of cards. And yeah, that's main deck, 41 cards, and onto the extra deck. So 2 Dark Law. Obvious reason why we play this. Banishing everything. It's really good. Stuns out your opponent. It's good against Salamangreat. Yeah. And 1 Blast, 1 Anki, 1 Acid. Acid's really good to go against your opponent on their end phase because it just gets rid of their entire back row. 1 Malicious Bane, 1 Absolute Zero. Pair this with Acid. It's amazing. 1 Sunriser, 1 Trinity, 1 Dragostapelia, and Starving Venom for your Sea Polys. Then for links, play 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Cross Crusader, 2 Cross Crusader, sorry. This card I still feel we'll play 2 of because it's amazing. It's a Monster Reborn to be able to climb up higher into your link 3. It also for Fusion Fodder as well. And then for your last link, link 3, Dread Decimator. We don't tend to summon this as much anymore. However, this card can come up if you have if you have extra cards, or you feel as if you need this for the extra attack power. Whatever you need it for, it's there. Wonder Driver, I feel as if is probably one of the second best link monster in this deck because being able to recur that polymerization and then when it's destroyed, especially summon a hero from your hand, is just silly. But yeah, that's the deck. We'll try out a test hand. Let me just power shuffle real quick. So, our opening hand, increase, emergency call, plasma, increase, mass change. Now this hand does kind of suck because we unfortunately drew both increase. This isn't exactly the most promising way of showing off the deck, but this sometimes happens unfortunately, and there's not really much you can do about it unfortunately. So just do emergency call, search out your Strauss. Activate your Strauss, grab your Faris. Obviously, discard your increase to summon. We can't really activate it unfortunately, but we'll just have to deal without for now. Not really much we can do as we can't go into anything other than well, either go across Crusader for no reason, or go set the mass change and pass. This hand wasn't exactly the best in mod, but it happens like that sometimes with every deck. We'll try one more. Dark Calling, Mystic Mind, Solid Soldier, Emergency Call, and Raigeki. So this is actually a pretty, it's alright hand. This is not the greatest, but this is pretty good. So we'll go Emergency Call, grab the Stratos. It all depends if you want to play around impermanence here, but what I like to do is go normal summon Solid Soldier effect, special summon effect. Although actually, my mistake. Probably not the best idea as you didn't draw another monster, so probably just want to normal summon this. And then grab Faris, because you do need another hero monster in hand to discard to be able to special summon this, to then activate it. To grab Increase, place it wherever. And then tribute either Faris or Strauss, it doesn't really matter. Summon this. Special summon the Vion. Now it's all down to what you prefer. You can send the Malicious or you can send the Shadow Mist. It all depends on what you need at the time. So I'm going to send Malicious because that's what we need. Then we'll go Effective Vion to banish the Solid Soldier to grab a Polymerization from the deck. Which then we go, here it goes into hand. Let's link these two into a extra hero, Cross Crusader, to bring back the Malicious, to then tribute it. Here I tend to normally add the I either add a Dusted Gold or I add Liquid Soldier. It all depends on how far into the combo you want to go. If you want to go into Sunriser and get the draw 2, this would be a good idea. Plus for Absolute Zero as well. However, because we drew the Dark Calling, unfortunately, we're going to have to add this because otherwise, well, this Dark Calling is basically useless. However, it does mean the fact that we can do this. We can go Polymerization to fuse the Dusted Gold and the Vion into the Sunriser. Make sure to place it far away so that then it'll be out of the way to then search your Miracle Fusion. Let's see if you can see the field a little better. And then once we've got the Miracle Fusion, this will go to Graveyard. And then what we'll do now is banish the Malicious. Special summon one from deck. Now it's down to what you want to do here, but I tend to go link 2 into the Wonder Driver. And go Miracle Fusion, if we can. I don't know if we can or not. Don't think we can. Oh well, it's like then we'll go Dark Calling instead. Banish this, banish that, banishing these two. Summon Malicious Bane. Then the Wonder Driver will set the Polymerization back face down, so that then next turn, to say if you have enough to keep going next turn, you can then, if you can grab your Liquid Soldier next turn, you can then fuse into it to then nuke your opponent's board, which you'll tend to use this to be able to use it for, or you can use the poly, of course. But yeah, this obviously a very mediocre going first board. It's pretty bad to be honest, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and yeah, thank you.